till I need another.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New York Jets. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And he's going to let it go deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is fielded at the 27.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. On first down, Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on Pat Elflein, the guard. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Play action. It's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. action. It's Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Kene Nwangu, his intended target.
Third down here.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun. Wilson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Complete to Dorsett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an...
And Darnold, he lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Darnold on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 44 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it is 28-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be Will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
On the give is Nwangu.
He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kene Nwangu
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 79 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Check. First down. Mike 7. Man, I got you. 7's a Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell, 79 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey,
After the run, now Darnold to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
But he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Mike 20. Get ready, get ready, get ready. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's our field.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Oh, some strong running. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On the option, it'll be Kaepernick. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Play action. Now Wilson on the move to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go. 60 out block. Mike, 4, watch the run. Watch the run, watch the run. Yep. You're out. 6 gone. Check 6 gone. Exit. Mike 4. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 4.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a total